I hate Misty. Yes, I do. I hate Misty. What about you? Hey guys, it's Vermilion back in another Pokemon FireRed Let's Play video. So if you guys enjoy, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I'm so sorry. What happened last time was we helped Bill out. You know, he gave us an SSN ticket after he accidentally fused with his Pokemon, and we decided to be nice and kind to him. Then, you know, we went to go save a Dig TM from Team Rocket members who stole it. We dropped off our Magikarp at this cute little thing we're about to go down to, where we could end up leveling him up for free at the daycare, and then we could evolve him without basically training him. And then, after our all-time high, we decided, yeah, let's go take on Misty at the Cerulean Gym. And oh god, did Misty do the impossible. Let me rephrase impossible. She ruined this day of amazing recording, where not only was she lagging my computer, which currently is still a precedent now because she kept spamming water pulse, but also she locked me into a water pulse confusion loop with RNG every time, and basically made it so that if I hadn't gotten RNG lucky, we would have lost the Nuzlocke, because not only could Monkey not do anything, but Pidgeotto was put near death several times, and not to mention the fact that we couldn't use Flame because it was a water type gym. I, with a passion, hate Misty as a character. She is the worst person in the entire world, and if this Meowth dies, I will cry because this is our encounter for the route. Okay, thank you for not killing it, Monkey. And also, Misty, in her battle, took out our Caterpie, who, yes, we pretty much threw in there specifically to die, but also, she took out our Geodude, who, yes, we had to sacrifice, because otherwise we would have lost to RNG, but B, I just can't. The worst part is, too, that part wasn't even me messing up. Literally, yeah, the only thing I could have done was just train more. Because the fact is, she got me on a confusion where, or like every single time she used Water Pulse, most of the time she landed it, she got a confusion with it. I'll just name you Right. You know, I'll call you Mr. Right, just because, you know, they always go like, Meowth, that's right, and yeah, I don't know, I'm mentally, I'm done. I'm doing this just so I hit my 7-episode quota, and then I'm done, because I hate Misty. Misty ruined this, but basically, as long as we do steps, right here is the daycare center, and our Magikarp will slowly level up, but she ruined my entire life because of what she did. She had no mercy. She sat there and just water pulsed me to death, and my team died. And again, if it wasn't for like, because the first confusion she landed with a critical hit, and that critical hit almost knocked us out. Like, basically that critical hit landed us with a confusion, and that critical hit brought us down to 1 health, from max to 1. Misty, almost, if it wasn't for RNG, though, actually, let me first say, RNG basically was up to luck there, and it could have been Pidgeotto died in that moment or not. And it's a good thing it didn't, because that was our out to Misty, because she seemed to have an out to everything we tried to use against her. I hate her as a gym leader now, and I will fervently look forward to seeing her lose any match in any game. There better be a hidden item over here, so help me God. I just can't anymore. I really can't. This game has demoralized me so easily with one instance of RNG. I don't even want to check that one over there. But this next gym, which we should prepare for, is honestly, there's no good to bring here. I mean, like, we have our top 3. I could train the Bug Boy, but I'm gonna be straight up honest with you. At this point, anything that is not the 3 that are currently at level 20 and Gyarados, who we are currently training up as we walk, yeah, there is no one worth training right now, because it's just not worth it. Like, no offense to the Geodude, because I kind of did want to train it. No offense to Caterpie, because I only brought it in there as a safety precaution, and I'm glad I did, because I at least got to keep Weedle, who was also about to be sacrificed. I just can't, and you can see I'm so distracted that I accidentally clicked Tackle, and I meant to click Gust. I genuinely can't with what just happened. It has demoralized me. It has mentally broken me, because I shouldn't have lost. I shouldn't have come that close to losing. Yes, I don't have something that had a type advantage on Misty, because with the Nuzlocke, there were only 2 chances I could have gotten, and I didn't get either of those chances. But I should not have been in that close of a position to losing, to where... honestly, I think it's just the RNG is what pissed me off, because her first water pulse wasn't only a crit, but it brought Pidgeotto down to 1, and it confused. And if the confusion had gone through, I would have lost Pidgeotto. The worst part is, it happened again. It didn't bring it down to 1, but it brought it to a point where if it would have confused, it would have killed. And I had to rely on Sand Attack, which I am so glad I kept, because if I didn't, I would have ran out of healing items and Misty would have curb stomped me. And I got lucky that I got my own crit at the very end with Quick Attack. Like, I can't. I'm not saying I perfectly prepared for that gym. I'm not saying I walked into it in the best condition I could have been, because I didn't. But I walked into it with decent condition. My plan was to walk into it with 2 Pokemon that were more or less on the level of Misty. I didn't catch a Pokemon this route, yeah. That was more or less to run into, like, you know, Misty with even levels, and I was. I had my Pokemon at level, I had Mankey over here at level 19, which was 1 level above her Staryu, and Pidgeotto was tied with her Starmie, but her Starmie outsped everything and was a curse of nature, because all it did was goddamn water pulse. The second I get a water type, I am drugging it with water pulse. The worst part is, too, she had an annoying trainer, too, who also, half of this Pokemon spent confusing me, and the other half spent lowering my accuracy, and the one that confused me, I threw out Pidgeotto against, because I assumed it didn't have an Ice-type move, and then lo and behold, it has an Ice-type move. I genuinely cannot with this game. It has demoralized everything. And every time I see a water type now, specifically a Starmie, I will end it. But I did learn a fun fact, that apparently in this game, Starmie is a Psychic type. Or presumably it's a Psychic type. Because I threw an attack against it with Mankey, I believe. And it resisted it. Which means it is a Psychic type. Unless for some reason it's half bug, which I refuse to believe they would make Starmie half bug / half grass. That would mean it's a Psychic type, which... fair enough, considering, yeah, Starmie looks like a Psychic type. I don't know why they removed the Psychic typing later on. Maybe because Starmie, or because Psychic type in this game is too broke, and they were like, okay, they gotta balance it somehow, so they chose to remove the Psychic typing. But, just, no. The thing is, too, if I really wanted to, I could just not try to get an encounter for the grass here, because it has water, which means we could come back later in the game with, like, Surf or something, and then we could just catch a Pokemon here. But honestly, after losing all of our team, and our next best bet for a teammate is the Meowth we just randomly joined onto the squad, it just doesn't feel right. And again, I could be training Weedle right now. I could. And maybe I should. And maybe off camera I will. But A, I'm just not in the mood right now. And then B, it's like, I don't know what Beedrill learns, but I don't believe Beedrill will be useful no matter how much effort I put into it. And honestly, even if I did put effort into it, it just feels like it would like be a part of the team, quote unquote. But it would basically be like what I just did now, where when it came to Geodude and Weedle, I refused to sack Weedle, mainly because I truly believe Geodude could take a hit, but also just I refused to sack Weedle in general, to where that would be... Okay, anyways, as I was saying, what's it called? The Weedle would basically be in a situation where it was like last time, where I would refuse to sack it over everything else outside of the rest of the main team. But when it came to the main team, aka, you know, Mankey, Pidgeotto, and Charmeleon, if it came down to having to sack someone, I would sack Weedle in a heartbeat, or like Beedrill if it became a Beedrill and it became like an actual part of the team, on the grounds of, well, I don't hate Beedrill, and if I really like put in the effort to it, I probably would like it, but like push comes to shove, I love everyone else more, and I put a lot more effort into these guys, and not to mention the fact that these guys have also been through the worst of it now, watching our teammates die, but I just wouldn't. Like, I would genuinely sacrifice Beedrill in a heartbeat if it came down to it. Like, and yeah, again, it wouldn't be like the first thing I would sack, but it would be the first thing I would sack out of the main group. Especially, like, as we develop, too. I can't even say that Beedrill would make it onto the final squad, or if it did, as much as, like, Beedrill was there for all of it, I would sack Beedrill. Watch Weedle make it to the end. Watch Weedle make it to the end. and I've like had to train it up into a Bijou to survive, and then it actually warrants being on the team. If it does, it deserves it. Did I run into a Pokemon? I don't think I did, because yeah, the thing started lagging. I think Charmeleon and Mankey are up right now. Right now, this next gym is going to be kind of the same as it was with the first, where because of what typing it is, I'm not going to spoil the typing, but I will say this. I'm going to want Charmeleon and Mankey up first for it. It's not to say that they're super effective on the next gym, because they're not. But, like, out of the main squad right now, they're our best bet. And, I mean, if I really wanted to, I could train up Weedle. And, again, maybe I will, just to have, like, an extra team member on the back foot. But, honestly, it just really depends. It also depends on, like, how much I want to record. Because, like, this is my last video for the day. Because my computer is starting to, like, struggle with keeping up. And is starting to lag a lot more frequently now. But also, and as much as I still have like time left in the day to record a lot of footage, I just don't want to. It's gotten like too much with that lot. To be fair, I am like more or less moved on from the Misty match. My mind space is more or less clear now that I've like vented about it for 10 minutes straight. But I kind of want to just like kind of take a break from it and then either go record other videos, because I kind of started this Let's Play in the middle of deck profile week, or like basically right the week before deck profile week starts for recording at least. And to be fair, I could have spent all of today recording deck profiles instead, and if I did, I would have gotten very far ahead in my deck profiles to where I would only have to record, damn, that's a hell of a critical hit, thank you, Flop. But I'd only have to record like maybe 5 more deck profiles, and then I would be done, which would honestly be really good for progress-wise. But I was like, nah, I want to do the Let's Play, it's gonna be fun. I forgot you were a trainer that I have to battle, but... And while I kind of don't regret this decision at all, I do kind of wish I had spent the day recording deck profiles just so I wouldn't have to worry about it in the future. But maybe I'll just record like 1 or 2 deck profiles after this, because that doesn't take a lot out of my computer, thankfully. And then maybe I'll record a match, who knows, as a Friday video, since it's currently Wednesday, March 26th. But at the same time, it just really depends. Like, I'm not out for recording-wise. I'm just... like out for recording Pokemon because I did what I wanted to do. And hey, there's our first Raticate of the game actually. Nope, not even gonna risk it. I want to. I so badly want to throw Mankey out, but I'm also smart enough to know that is the dumbest thing I could ever do. Because this is the first time encountering a Raticate, and these things have God knows what type of attacks, and we do not want to find out what they are. But Metal Claw does nothing. I don't even know why I use Metal Claw anymore. Like, half the time I use Metal Claw, it's on things that it's not super effective on. When Ember not only has stab, but half the time it's just more useful in general because it can also, you know, burn. And while, yeah, Metal Claw can raise physical attack, the only other physical attack move I have is Mega Kick, which doesn't have high accuracy, and it doesn't have 100 accuracy either, like Metal Claw doesn't have 100 accuracy. While Ember, I don't know if it does, but it just hits more often in general, so yeah. I mean, well, to be fair, I've never used Mega Kick, and it hasn't missed, obviously, since I've never used it, but Mankey's Mega Punch, which I have used relatively frequently, has missed a lot, and I don't know, and that kind of for me spells the words of we're not going to use it, or at least not properly. And I know there's an Oddish here. There is an Oddish. I know for a fact you can find Oddish in this route. Now, the game can either make this easy for me, or it cannot, because I don't want to have to, thank you, because I was about to say, I don't want to have to, like, cut 20 minutes, because that means I have to, like, record. It means I would have to record more footage, technically, since for it to cut, I obviously have to record it, but that my recorder can only have up to 30 minutes per recording, meaning I have to, like, have a separate recording thing going, and pretty much that means, like, I have to do more time in editing and also increase the possible lag on my computer, so the second half of recording is just going to seem really crappy compared to the first half, so, like, that's why, oh my god, don't do this to me. Do not do this to me right now, game. I have one chance to catch this Oddish, and if I don't, it's... Oh my god, don't do this to me. Please catch. Please catch. I beg of you. Okay, I went silent, because I feel like if I go silent, it makes it better, but, okay, we caught the Oddish. This would have been much useful in the last gym, but it's fine. We take what we can get, we complain a little bit, but it's okay. And I'll call you... Mick. I don't know why I want to call you Mick, but I want to call you Mick. So, Your name is now Mick, good sir. McDonald's, or it is like Mick, not like MC Mick, but you know what I mean. So, anyways, there you go. That takes care of that. Let's go to the next town, Vermilion City, or not next town, next city, which hosts another gym. Please do not be someone. Have you ever had that? Or not sure. One about certain people over and over again. So I've been giving these away. Oh, you're the person I want to talk to, because I was trying to rematch some of the bug trainers from the Viridian Forest, but I felt like I could, but I was also thinking when they kept saying no, I was like, oh, that may have been a ROM hack function, but no, that's actually a function here. I mean, to be fair, this is also a ROM hack, so it's not like that's saying that this can't use it, but yeah, cool. So that now I can do that. I think Oddish is in our team, right? She's here, or he's here. Okay, perfect. So Oddish is officially our newest member. Sorry about the stinger. I mean, to be fair with you, I'm gonna sacrifice Meowth long before I sacrifice you, but at least we have more training fodder, because having an Oddish that we can train up is actually really useful, because again, it's not super effective on the next gym. Wait, you can fish. Wait, I can use this, because wait, no, Old Rod, I think only fishes up magic. Actually, no, it's worth trying, because even if it only fishes up magic harps, because it's, what's it called? Because it's a, what's it called? It would be not the old encounter, the previously encountered Pokemon with the Dupe's Claws. I could just return it. So that's actually, really smart, because this could be a water type. That isn't Magikarp. Okay, it's a Magikarp. That's fine, though, because Dupe's Claws. So we don't have to worry about this. That's actually, okay, you know what? Good. So now every area we can now find water. Okay, you know, that makes me feel a lot better about the situation. But you see SM mourned in the harbor? Oh, I thought I said mourned. I was like, what do you mean mourned? That scared me, whatever, like, just fell downstairs. I thought that gave me a heart attack for a second. But anyways, we're careful about pollution here. We've heard Grimer multiplies in toxic sludge. Good to know about Grimer, but hey, there's the thing that looks like Shelgon, but in reality is a Machamp. Machamp is stopping the land flat. What are you doing, good sir? I'm building up a building on this pot of land. I own it all. My Pokemon is championing the land for the foundation. Good to know. What does this say? Vermilion City, the port of exquisite taste. Sweets? Something like that? Okay, moving on to the next town, because I feel like one of these buildings has something important in it. Hi, do you have a Spearow? No. I mean, I do. I don't want the Farfetch, though. What is this? Is this the... Oh, the fan club's here. Oh, that means we can get the bike voucher, which means we can go back for a bike. That's actually really useful. I think this is where you can get the bike voucher, right? Our chairman's vocal about his love for Pokemon. Okay. I mean, well, he's just very vocal, so it could just be vocal in the bad way. But chairman of the fan club, I raise more than 100 Pokemon. I'm very fussy when it comes to Pokemon. Sure, and did you kind of hear about my Pokemon? Sure, good. Then listen up. My favorite Pokemon is Rapidash. It's cute, lovely, smart, plus amazing. Don't you think so? Oh yes, it's sunny, kindly, lovely. Hug it when sleeping, and it's cuddly, spectacular, ravishing. Oops, look at the time. I kept you for too long. Thanks for hearing me out. I want you to have this. Oh, there's the bike voucher. Yeah, so we can go back to what's it called? Not Singapore. I don't know why Singapore was the first to come out. We can go back to Cerulean, like he's saying, and then go exchange for the bike voucher. And apparently there's a thing called Fly, which we can use to fly places, which is nice. I see it was far more attractive by double, I would say. Okay, well, to be fair with you, I'm good. I don't really care for all y'all stuff. We still need cut, so we can cut the trees, which is unfortunate, because for some reason wait. What gym gives you the ability to cut? Yeah, it's Misty Gym, but for some reason they don't give you cut. I want to exchange mail with all sorts of people. I sent my Pidgey to my Union Room for mail. What the hell is a Union Room? I'm getting my Pidgey to fly south for Saffron. Dear Pee-Pee, I hope to see you soon. I heard Saffron has problems with Team Rocket. Vermilion appears to be safe. That's actually a cool little note. I never noticed that, well, I don't think I've ever seen, like, Let's Players, like, show that off before, so that's pretty cool. So, for the record, we could go to the SSAM right now and take on all that, which would be really great training experience, and I will in the future, but right now, I'll probably do next episode. The reason why I won't do it now is because I wanted, like, the SSAM to be kind of its own episode type of deal, and we're also, like, running out of time, as you can see, so I'm just gonna go up some balls real quickly, and then we're gonna go try to catch a new team member, just for the sake of, like, catching a new team member, you know. I think it's this way that I gotta go, right? Yeah, this is the way to the next route. So, okay, here's the thing. This is Diglett Cave, so this guarantees us a Diglett. If we go down there, that guarantees us a ground type, which is very helpful for the next gym, and I will do that later. For now, though, I want to catch a Pokemon up here first. Actually, yeah, oh, okay, well, I was gonna say, because I'm gonna go to Diglett Cave first, because just in case you can't for Diglett at the top, I don't think you can, but if you could, then it would be smarter to go down there, where you can only catch Diglett, and then basically guarantee that whatever I catch up here won't be a Diglett. But, I mean, in all reality, it doesn't really matter because I highly doubt you can catch Diglett anywhere outside of Diglett Cave anyways. Or I doubt you can catch Diglett anywhere that isn't in a cave. So I'm willing just to kind of go through the process of gambling on the very low odds that you can run into a Diglett anywhere else. And the best part is Diglett Caves and it's full of ground types. I'm just going to run Oddish in there, and Oddish is basically going to do what I did with Pidgey with all the bug types. Just straight up murder them, and then I'm going to walk out with Oddish's evolution, or at least in a very good level to where the next time that I play on camera, I'm going to be in a much better position and basically murdering everything in a 5-mile radius. But these guys' levels are making me a little bit worried though, because this guy is level 21 right now, and level 21 isn't the ideal level for them to be fighting at, because that means I have to do a lot more grinding to keep up with them. But it's fine, because I'm not too worried. I should go heal Flame, but since I'm only really doing this just to quickly see what I can get as a Pokemon, because I also have to, like, change my party lineup. So, who's our Pokemon? I know we can catch Sandshrew here. No, stop giving me Spearows. I do not want a Spearow. I don't even want to, like, catch one and, like, break the Nuzlocke boss just so I can trade it for a Farfetch. Because I want to, but I'm not going to. And an Ekans! I knew I'd be the next person to get an Ekans. I said it, like, what, 2 episodes ago that it would happen? And, hey, it has Intimidate. That's actually really helpful, because... Nope, I'm not saying it. I thought it, though, and that's what I thought with Caterpie, and it happened. Don't kill it, please. Because I really want to run an Ekans now. Oh, wait, you lowered my attack, though. But that still did so much damage to you. I don't want to risk... I don't want to risk a Tackle, even though I know Tackle is weaker. It is, but I don't want to risk it. So we're going to go to Pokeballs, and we're going to try to catch you, and presumably we can catch you. And if I catch you, I'll call you James, because I think James was the one with the Arbok. No, Jesse was the one with the Arbok. Okay, well, this thing's a male, so I'm going to call it James anyways. But James the Arbok is officially on our squad now, or Ekans, who I actually have intention of training. Oh, but that means we'll have 2 poison types on our team, because I know Oddish eventually becomes a poison type. But you know what? It's fine. We'll take what we get, because eventually we'll have to make some decisions of, like, team members when we start getting more Pokemon on the squad. And hopefully I actually train these guys up, because I do think these guys are a little bit interesting. Stop going into the death box, please. But... let's quickly go heal, but yeah, off camera, the next time you see me, we'll probably, if I remember to do this, we'll probably be in Cerulean, where I've specifically set myself up to be in front of the bike voucher shop so we can get the bike, and then we'll end up coming back to here to basically do the SSN, and then after the SSN we'll end up doing the gym. But those will probably be their own separate episodes, or at least taking on the gym leader will be its own separate episode, unless the SSN takes a lot less than I think it will. But again, that is why we are specifically doing this. But also, just before we run out of time, so I can go explore Diglett Cave later and commit genocide on it, let's quickly go to Diglett Cave and go catch ourselves a Diglett, because that guarantees we'll have a ground type, which sets us up in for a massive advantage going into this next gym, which means I don't have to worry about a lot of things, or at least I shouldn't have to worry about, as long as I don't do something stupid, which, knowing me, there's a 50-50 chance. But I'm keeping Pidgeotto up first here, specifically to like increase my odds of catching a Pokemon, because I feel like Mankey might kill something. But oh my god, it's a Diglett. How did I know? Oh, you're a female. Okay, for some reason I have like the perfect name for you immediately. Quick attack. Don't kill it. And okay, well, shouldn't have made it Pidgeotto. That's on me. But at least those guys give good experience. So that's 2 Pokemon we've murked now. A Diglett and a, what was the last one I killed on the first try on accident? Oh, Jigglypuff. It was a Jigglypuff, yeah. So Jigglypuff and Diglett. Those are the 2 that I failed to catch because I accidentally murked them. Okay. So for levels, let's try to get Monkey up. I think the next gym leader's max level will be 24, maybe 26, no more than 26, possibly 28, but I'm willing to bet it's probably 26. So I'm at least going to grind up till there, especially because, like, I might grind a little bit less to there, honestly, depending on who I plan on grinding up the most at, and the SSN, on the simple grounds of the SSN is going to give us a lot of experience. I'll probably also backtrack a lot now that we have, once we get the bike, because I know there's at least 1 or 2 trainers I missed in the in the cave, not Diglett Cave, not Diglett Tunnel, I mean not Cerulean Cave, Mount Moon. I know there are a few trainers we missed there, so I might go back there and like train up Oddish against them, or like, you know, the rest of the squad to try to make sure that they're on equal level, and then make sure they're getting good experience. So then when the next episode rolls around, I'll probably have a Beedrill. Okay, if I train up Weedle, I will have a Beedrill, because I will guaranteedly have a Beedrill, because I'll at least train it to where it evolves. Where I'll stop, I don't know, but it'll at least be a Beedrill. But Oddish will most likely become level 20 if it evolves by then. I don't think it evolves at level 20. I think it's like level 24 it might evolve at. So we'll see with that one. And then Meowth, honestly, Meowth is a 50-50 because, to be 100% honest with you, Meowth is genuine fodder. Like, Meowth is going to be the new Caterpie, where I essentially train it to, or I didn't train it, I just threw it onto the squad because it was our encounter, and then I kept it here so we can kill it because I can't get Gyarados yet, which is an unfortunate way to think about it, but I mean, I feel like in a Nuzlocke, up until like the final moments, you kind of have to have a teammate like that, where if worst comes to worst, you have to know which one you're sacrificing. And yeah, in that moment, I knew for a fact it would be Caterpie. I did it with no hesitation. I don't remember if the camera lagged or not, and if it didn't, then you saw me go straight to Caterpie. Like, yeah, Caterpie's gonna die. I'm fine with that argument because I brought Caterpie along specifically to be the sacrifice. Did I want that to happen entirely? No, but did I understand that it was a possibility and chose to bring a Caterpie in case it did happen? Yeah, that's why you gotta be prepared. Do I want that to be the case? No, but sometimes you gotta do that. Anyways, Dave with his Nidoran. I still am so mad that I didn't go to Nidoran because I really wanted Nidoran. Mega Punch, please hit, and this is what I mean by Mega Punch doesn't always hit. Like, I think it was hit. Okay, you have Peck. You know, I'll risk one more. I'll risk it once. Okay, do enough damage to kill it. Hey, it got close. Oh, double kick. Not too bad. Though I don't want to like risk a Peck or something, so I will switch out on this one. But like, as you can see, Nidoran did learn double kick. Like I said, originally I did want Nidoran over Mankey, though I did completely forget to proc him for the fact that there's a chance Nidoran wouldn't learn double kick until after Brock, which means I would have been walking into Brock with no one who has an advantage over it. So I am happy that I got really lucky with getting a Mankey and not something else. Though, like, to be fair, as much as I wanted a Pidgey in that... Oh, Nidorino! That's new. We haven't seen one of those before. Well, Nidorino is the evolved form of Nidoran. I believe this is the male... No, Nidorino is specifically for male Nidoran. I think female Nidorina... Yeah, female Nidorans get Nidorina, and then male Nidorans get Nidoking, females get Nidoqueen. So, yeah, they have different... I always love that, like, their genders were different. And honestly, if I do a Let's Play of Gen 2 like I wanted to, that's, like, one of the things I would really try to do. And I would just hope I would get really lucky if I choose to do another Nuzlocke. Because, honestly, this Nuzlocke has been going by really fun, even if it's been a little bit iffy at some points. But I think this is going to be our last few trainer on camera. So... these other trainers in this route, I'm going to wrap up off camera probably. And then, it depends on how many Pokemon this guy has. If he has 2, yeah, okay. So this guy will be our last one for today. But I'll fight the rest of the trainers off camera, even though I hate doing that typically because I like you guys to see all the trainers. But I'll fight them off camera, and then I'll probably backtrack to Mount Moon, take on a few trainers, maybe pick up some items along the way. And I will definitely come back, possibly with a Beedrill, but at the bare minimum, a trained up Oddish for the next time that we go onto the SS and possibly even take on Lieutenant Surge. That guy did not take a lot of effort to be fair, though I'm running flame into it, but that's what I said. I'm going to end it here. Hope all of you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, join us on Twitch. I'll see you all in the next one, and let's be the very best that no one ever was.